travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation.
Let's get started, shall we? Welcome back, everybody. So, in the latest chapter of our daring party's journey through the ancient city of Omu, their path led them to the foreboding black obelisk that stood as a sentinel at the city's northern edge. Confronted with a trio of passageways, their choice led them into the rightmost corridor, where a corridor of statues dedicated to the 9 gods awaited their discovery. Within this sacred space, the elusive statue of Unk concealed its secrets behind an obscure wall. It was here that the party chanced upon a magical golden pendant, an unexpected revelation that stirred the echoes of destiny, drawing them towards the leftmost passageway, concealed behind shrubbery, where a daunting puzzle engraved upon a massive stone door presented itself. Through clever manipulation and the judicious use of their collected cubes, the party swiftly solved the intricate riddle. However, their victory was bittersweet, as the cubes then disappeared, leading to the very stone door they conquered, slowly ascending, granting them access to a deeper, more treacherous passageway, where another heavy stone door awaited. Navigating a perilous floor trap that confounded some of our party members, the party's unity and resourcefulness enabled them to overcome the cunningly crafted obstacle and progress further into the heart of the cliffside. Having already been fooled by one trap, Thalris and Dusted's keen eyes discovered another trap lying in wait along the remainder of the corridor. Their caution and perseverance allowed them to bypass this hazard, leading them to a climactic encounter with a colossal face adorning the wall at the end of the corridor, which split left and right. After spending some time investigating the sculpture, our party discovered a sinister presence lurking within. Only the searing heat of Thalris's fiery incantation brought a fleeting end to the sinister interlude that had absconded with one of Yarlena's weapons before vanishing into the shadows. But their confusion was short-lived, as the grating sound of stone alerted them to the doors descending, sealing them within the confines of the mountain. The air hangs heavy, laden with the weight of time and stagnation. Stale humidity fills the corridor, enveloping your senses in an eerie embrace. With your dark vision, you can see creepers and vines, nature's determined guardians, clinging tenaciously to the walls of the corridors on all sides, ascending up to the top of the 8-foot-high ceilings as if marking the passage of centuries. The walls of the corridors themselves, within the confines of this passageway, are decorated with carvings of screaming skulls, the relentless work of skilled hands that must have taken many years to complete, given that they cover the entire length and breadth of every wall in sight. The slow sound of dripping water echoes through the silence, interrupted by a soft, far-off scraping sound, and the flow of water below the grate to your left. 15 feet further, at the corridor's end, an arched crystal window spanning 6 feet wide and stretching the length of the wall grants a glimpse into a chamber beyond. And to your right, the corridor extends for 25 feet before branching north and south, hemmed in by what appears to be the beginnings of a stone balcony. Beyond that, only darkness. So, over to you.
Any ideas? Luna and Dusted, you're muted.
Is there anything down that way? She'll point to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Is as good as a place to go as any, I guess. You lead the way?
She will carefully walk over that way, very slowly, looking for anything that might be mean death.
Okay. Is anyone else going to be moving with you?
I am.
Valrus is
Yeah.
going. Vargo is going. Dustin and Lunan, where are you headed?
Dustin is. Last time I wanted to inspect the grading because we could hear water rushing down there. So he wanted to see how. Because I think Lunan offhandedly mentioned last time that he feared that the water was rising.
Mm-hmm.
So Dustin was sort of, oh, maybe it was Vago, one of the two. But Dustin wanted to check if there was actually water rising up,
Okay.
or if it was just flowing through.
And
And
Lunan.
Luna moved up and keeps an eye around Dusted so he doesn't get ambushed
Okay.
by himself.
Right. So Lunan and Dusted, you take the time to bend over and inspect the grate. The grate itself is rusted. It is made of iron and it is set into the corridor floor. With your vision down below, you can see through its bars muddy water slowly flowing past. It flows from south to north. I will add a little bit of fog so you can see.
Are directions still odd here?
No. North is up,
We-
south is down.
Okay, good.
If you zoom out-
Which is confusing considering the Cholt map or the Omo map was totally different from that. But there we go. But thank merciful God that up is north and down is south in here.
Trick of the mind, Duster. Trick of the mind.
Yeah. So there's no indication that it's rising. It's just flowing through there, sort of.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay.
Oath? Mm,
How
certainly.
how thick is the stone?
How thick is the stone below your feet? It is
Yeah.
a good 3 feet, at least 3 foot thick.
Okay. We could
You're
get
afraid-
through here if we need to at some point.
But it's rusted, isn't it?
The grate itself, yeah, is rusted.
Yeah, but I'm talking to answer Dusted. Yeah, but you know I can open a hole in stone now.
You can, yes. So to
But-
answer your yes, you could open a hole in the stone and fall into the river below if that's what you're asking, quite easily.
Dusted gives Luna a look off. That sort of like, when would wizards ever need to have invented that spell? And more importantly, why of all things would you need a spell like that? But on the other hand, he's like, oh, we're trapped in here, so it's probably nice that you can open doors through stone.
We're literally locked in by stone doors.
Yes, exactly. So it's like, I guess I'll trust you for now on that. Okay, so Dusted stands back up and sort of orients himself that the others is going the other way. Luna, now, shall we go with them? Now that we're satisfied that we're not going to drown anytime soon.
Okay, so in the meantime, bearing in mind you've all got dark vision, so we're only looking at 60 feet out, Yelena, as you lead the way 60 feet. I'll probably say it goes up to about there. Easily up to there.
We see the skull. I'm not sure if we're supposed to.
Yes.
I see a
Yelena.
skull there.
Correct. Yelena, as you lead the way towards the right-hand side down the corridor, an expansive and awe-inspiring vista unfolds before you. A grand chamber stretches 50 feet across the way, its depths plunging into an abyss of impenetrable darkness below. A stone balcony, winding around the perimeter, connects 4 imposing archways. In fact, I may as well do that, seeing as you're right there. Each archway leading to uncharted realms of mystery and peril. The central balcony offers a glimpse of the levels below, where additional tiers of balconies below are visible, shrouded in shadow and secrecy. From these lower levels, corridors extend like veins outwards, weaving a labyrinthine network that beckons to those who dare to explore the enigmatic depths of this ancient sanctuary. To the north, a corridor stretches away into darkness, and next to it, a solid stone staircase carved with the echoes of forgotten artistry descends to the lower levels.
Does
All
the
of-
skull...
All
Oh,
of a
sorry,
sudden,
gone.
As you stand there taking in the detail around you, the sound of clacking bone reaches your ear, coming from across the way. Your eyes are drawn to where the skull is. In the dim and shadowy recesses, a peculiar sight emerges at the edge of your vision. A skeletal figure, its head shaped in the distinct form of a triangle, crawls out from beyond the dark corridor, comes to an abrupt halt, as if startled by your presence. It notices your slow approach, and then emits a small, piercing screech that reverberates through the silence of the chamber, and then swiftly scuttles away, vanishing upwards into the darkness with an eerie, rapid grace.
She's gonna call after it. You didn't have to run away. I wasn't going to hurt you. Oh dear.
Not gonna lie, that coming from Jelena seems so insincere.
Yeah, but that's because we know her. He doesn't. He doesn't.
The skull doesn't know. Well, I
Is the
suppose.
skull still there at the end? Or
Which north passage did it take?
It did not. Well,
Oh, where it came from? So over here.
you'll have to ask Yelena.
Oh yeah. I just didn't. Yeah, never mind.
Which north passage did it come from?
It did.
'Cause it went upwards, right?
Uh-huh.
Into the ceiling?
Correct.
Yeah.
Disappeared up into the ceiling.
She just points up.
Ah,
Where the skull is,
all right.
there must be a hole in the ceiling.
I wonder if that was some kind of weird alarm. And now we're going to have skeletons and other undead things descending upon us.
Hey,
To be fair,
probably.
it's only fair.
Only fair, we haven't even done anything yet.
Exactly.
If
Yeah.
we had murdered some of them, yes, understandable. But we have not.
I'm just saying that if I had a dungeon all for myself, I would have some measures of security.
I
That's what-
suppose.
Well, from what we know, these aren't exactly measures of security, rather ways to,
Yeah,
Murder
imprison
people for no
souls and
reason.
all of that.
Oh, yes, there's that thing as well.
DM, I would like to take a look downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Vargo sees the things I'm seeing, but there seems to be like 4 thingies down there.
Deep down in the recesses, it looks like, I would say at the edge of your vision, you can see the tops of what looks like statues.
Hmm.
As you look down below. Your gaze sweeps across the lower balcony levels, and it settles upon a hunched figure that gazes back up at you with an intense and unwavering stare. The figure is cloaked in an air of mystery and adorned with a mask that mirrors the visage of the devil face you encountered at the entrance of the tomb. The figure emanates an aura of some dark foreboding, and without uttering a single word, once the two of you lock eyes, the masked presence steps back from the balcony, disappears in the shadows, as if consumed by the darkness itself.
Oh boy, we have company.
Is it
You should-
friendly company?
I highly doubt it.
Why
What
does
is it?
everything wants to murder us?
That's true, Barris. Your eyes are more suited than mine. Do you see somebody down there? Someone with a mask?
I look down. 120 feet of vision.
You too, you've noticed this figure. It disappears away into another corridor.
Left into another room.
Alright, at least you also saw it. Dusted! Lunan! What are you up to?
As you turn around, they seemingly appear behind you, as they've just caught up to where you are on the balcony.
Just
Bye.
as you turn around, you just see Lunan standing half an inch from your face.
Because
So-
Lunan is nothing if intense this situation.
So, we are not alone. Yarlena, Balris, and I saw a couple of things.
What did you see?
I look at Yarlena.
It was like a little skull, and it screamed, and then it ran away. And she points up to the ceiling.
Oh,
And Barris and I saw a masked figure downstairs. It disappeared on the corridor.
When you say small skull, do you mean like a human skull or an elven skull? Such silly skulls.
Was it like a human pipe skull she saw?
It was an entire... Do you mean the figure that was crawling on the ceiling?
Yeah.
It was an entire skeleton, a humanoid skeleton, but it's
Uh,
on its head. It looks like its skull was carved into the shape of a triangle. A flat
Oh.
triangle. Which-
That's the... Is that the symbol of necromancy, Ian?
Do you mean... Well, I mean the triangle, the blue triangle is Raznazi's symbol. That
That's
you
true.
were- that you saw inside inside the Yuan-Ti temple.
Uh-huh.
Wait, question.
Mm.
There was a little shrine we did outside, right?
A little what?
When we did the shrines outside, there was also
Yes.
a lot of keys that had weird shapes in them.
Yes, I remember. I know what you're talking about.
Just don't tell me we have to place that there's more skeletons like that we have to place on top of each other. I'm just saying that's ridiculous. Oh god.
You will have to remember me. I don't know what keys you're talking about.
Remember we had to place a lot of keys on top of each other outside Unk's temple to make an ultimate key to get into the shrine.
No,
I remember.
but I believe you.
Okay. That's the only thing that we've encountered a triangle in Omu. That's why I'm like, please not be that, because one of them had a triangle symbol, as I remember it, when you place them on top of each other.
I don't think so, honestly.
Okay.
I think it's more related to Raznazi and necromancy.
Oh, okay. See, that's where you have an advantage on me because I have no fucking clue about magic.
That being said, I have no idea. You might be right. I suppose we will find out eventually.
Well, one of them went up there, and the masked one was down there, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the only one we can seem to follow is the one below.
Can scooch around the balcony and go. Oh wait, it went up into the ceiling. Never mind.
Yeah, so there's no real sort of like connection to that. Or is it just crawling on the ceiling as we speak? Or was there a small hole upstairs?
Yeah, he has been here the whole time. Can you imagine?
This is staring at us.
Oh boy. I think exploring this level might be advisable. I don't know, one thing is lurking behind us. Although it might not matter, honestly.
So where do you suggest we go?
Your
Maybe
guess
we
is
look
as
at
good as mine.
this floor first before we head down, in case there is anything nefarious up here. We don't want
as-
it falling after us.
As I can see from here, there's at least 3 entrances or 3 passageways. That were what I meant, and Dusted points to this one, this one, and the one behind him because he obviously cannot see around corners to this one.
And we will go this way. And she'll point and follow after Varga.
Okay, and Dusted sort of like sneaks past Lunan and sort of looks at. Oh, there's a way there too.
Elena, you're far more stronger than I am. Would you mind?
Oh, but it is
Wait
fun
first.
letting you go first.
I like that he's going down the stairs. Don't sleep.
No, I was just letting Elena pass by.
Alright. Yelena, as you traverse this 5-foot wide corridor, the passageway extends for a span of 25 feet ahead of you before sharply turning westward into an abyss of darkness. Let me...
Is it dark
so-
regardless of... Well, I suppose dark vision don't really help. I think we might need a bit of light. If anybody has any.
Sure, never mind. I learned the other day that I in fact don't have light prepared.
I have light over here if you wanna come and get it.
Doesn't matter. I light up a torch, DM.
Okay. Let's add the torch to your aura, if you can.
I mean, we all have dark vision, but seeing things in light, actually, I think it may help.
Yes.
Yes, dark
No
vision is still-
disadvantage.
Yeah, thank you. Dark vision is still dim light. So is Vargo the only one that's going to be carrying a light source?
No, Dustin's gonna hold out his torch to Lunan to cast light on it.
Oh, I love it.
Very good.
Luna will cast light on the tip of his torch.
Why do you do that? Because I can.
Yes, exactly. I gotta preserve it. It's my last torch. I cannot just light it and expect it to work.
You don't
Forever.
understand. It has sentimental value.
Yes, it does.
I think Lunan has plenty of old-fashioned torches.
You might, but I don't.
And I also believe we made some of those lanterns. I think I gave
Yeah,
it
but-
to
but-
Vargo.
That's
But did
true. You gave me a never burning lantern. That's true.
Oh,
There,
It's ever shining.
that's right. So DM, instead of a torch, I'm carrying the lantern that Lunan gave me. It's the
that's
same
30
radius.
feet. No, isn't it 30 feet?
In the description, it says 2020.
I
Okay,
think we,
then-
we nerfed the normal spell because we put it in the lantern.
Oh, okay, sorry. Never mind me.
It's okay.
So 20.
I don't-
Yep, go on.
Never mind, sorry, I was looking for the way I could turn on the aura. Oh, you're doing it, okay. Thank you.
Okay, now we've got some light going over here. Amazing. So, then Vargo, what are you carrying in your hands? The lantern?
My shield in one hand, the lantern in the other.
Okay.
If necessary, I will drop the lantern. I don't think it will be necessary.
So if you do come into combat, you'll put the lantern down.
Yeah, I will take one round for the sake of surviving.
Or an action just to swap weapons or something.
Yes.
Dusted?
Dustin is carrying the torch in one hand. And at the moment he's carrying nothing in the other, so he can sort of like still support himself with his free hand.
Okay. Just remind me, the lantern is it is like the picture, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Dusted. There you have the
Yeah.
light spell.
Thank you. I think it's already 2020 on this the setup I have right now. So thank you.
right, then Yelena. Gradually, as you turn the corner, you notice ahead of you the corridor stretches on for a further 50 feet. The contours of the chamber at the end, or a chamber, begin to take form, slowly emerging from the shadows into discernible shape. As you move closer, the chamber that comes into view spans a width of 15 feet, its dimensions offering a modest respite from the enclosed corridor you are currently in.
She'll carefully make her way down towards it, but she's gonna keep an eye out for traps.
Okay, roll
she
a
does.
perception check for me if you're keeping an eye out for traps. Okay,
Well done.
good roll. You take in within the limits of your visions, you notice no traps, but as you move closer, a familiar sound tickles your senses.
She'll lean behind her and say to Vargo, I think there might be some undead ahead, so be ready.
Indeed,
might
as
be
soon as you
wrong.
move in
Alright.
closer and you get to see the corridor, movement catches your eye on the ceiling again as a triangle-headed skeleton crawls towards you, notices you coming down, and then crawls up into the ceiling, disappearing. As you move closer, you notice at the far end of the chamber there are two corridors that branch north and south, their destinations concealed in the dimness that cloaks the chamber's edges. And nestled into the back wall of the chamber, you notice a weathered statue of a knight which stands as a sentinel. Its form is adorned with the traces of time's unrelenting touch. The knight is frozen in a timeless vigil, clutching a massive iron shield. From here you can see its surface is marred and tarnished by the ages gone. At its feet, shards and flake of rusted metal adorn the floor, scattered about the chamber. A testimony to the passage of time and a stolen history or stories that lie entwined within the heart of this chamber.
I saw it as well. What was that?
Find out.
Maybe we are supposed to find all of these little creepy crawly skeletons and scare them away.
Do you think it was
That's
the same
it?
one as before? Or...
There is probably more to it.
What did you say, Barris?
I'd be pleasantly surprised if all we had to do was find these heads and scare them away.
I assume that the crawly skeleton did look different, or was it the same with the triangle?
You know what? With your
Thing.
previous perception check of 19, I'll let that stand. It looked identical to the first one that you saw. Probably even the same.
Oh. Never mind, we don't have to find them all, we just have to chase this one around this entire temple. She looks
What?
up. You know you don't have to run away! You can stay here! It's not a problem. I don't want to chase you everywhere.
All right. If I were you, I would listen to her. She can get really scary when people don't listen to her.
What's
You can say that again.
That's
I am not
only
scared.
And advocate and
bits of conversation dusted from where you're standing.
yeah,
And Valrus and Lunan, you hear nothing. They're just disappeared around the corner.
cowards, come here.
Before going
Lunan, are
into
you with
the
me?
corridor, Lunan takes a last look at the area to see nothing is following or listening for footsteps.
Okay. Why don't you roll a perception check for me, just in case? As you
How high is your passive perception, Lunan? Do
18.
you have a 20? Ah, okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was way crazier.
From where you are, Lunan, on your own, your dark vision has kicked in, and as you glance about, you take one parting look behind you, and as you do, I'm going to... On the wall over there, you notice the dull sheen of a metal plaque. From here you cannot make out what it says, but it looks like a similar inscription. The same carving style on the obelisks is mirrored on this.
Okay.
And you carry on.
Good.
Yelena, I need you to roll a strength check for me as you step into the room. Valrus, I need you to roll 1-2 with disadvantage, please.
Bargo or Barris?
Sorry, Vargo. Valrus, I assume
Strength.
you're over there, just inside. Strength, please, yes. So,
He found a secret door.
Valrus, I need you to roll for me as well.
A strength saving throw or check?
It is a strength check.
Alrighty. With disadvantage, so I might roll again. Yeah, 2.
Incredible.
Okay.
I'm the strongest, clearly.
Indeed. As you step closer into the room, Yelena, all of a sudden you feel an undeniable pull. Your belted items, clasps, and everything on your person almost seem to pull away from you. The sword in its sheath at your side and all of your equipment almost seems to propel you towards the statue at the end of the room. As you start moving faster and faster across the room, You go flying into the statue on the side. Vargo only just moving past you even quicker with a fail like that. Both of you slam into the wall. Now.
Is this magnetic? Or is this a spell?
It is indeed magnetic, and as soon as you slam into it, anything that is metal that touches the statue disintegrates into powdered dust.
Wait. Important question, DM.
Yes.
Magic items as well.
No. Magic items.
Oh!
But
Wait, Marco, is your armor magical?
let me ask you, Vargo.
It's not. It's not. I mean, it says Dwarven half plate, but it's not.
Is your half plate completely covered by cloth?
No way.
No.
As soon as the two of you go slamming into it, I mean, your swords are in sheaths, so they stick to it, but the leather that is in the sheath has protected them. Magical items are protected, but Vargo, your breastplate, as soon as a dwarven mail hits the statue's shield, you hear a crackling.
Yep.
And
There goes the shield and the plate. Yeah.
And your metal shield, yes. Mind you, you
Mhm,
you did say you were holding your shield, weren't you?
Yes.
Including
No,
the lamp, but no, the lamp is magical.
the lamp is magical.
Yes, so that withstands.
All right.
As you do though, if you are wearing a belt that is not covered by a cloak, your trousers will fall down too.
I don't wear trousers. see my art.
No. No, another Vargo streaking incident.
Valrys, you step into the room and you feel the pull or the attraction as any of your metal equipment on your person starts to lift and rise. But you manage to curl your toes into your shoes and just pull back enough so you don't go sliding across the floor.
Pull myself away from the room.
I need you to roll a
Maybe.
Arcana check for me.
Oh, I'm terrible at every skill.
Man, that armor was a memory from the dwarves.
You're stumped. You have no idea what is doing it, whether it's natural, magical, or otherwise.
Very few metal items in my inventory, I think, actually.
Yeah,
What's
Lena,
going
how
on?
about you? Did something of your equipment vanish as well?
I assume my daggers probably disintegrate because they probably don't have sheaths.
If
Yeah, thank the heavens.
If you're wearing them thief style across like a bandolier across your chest, then yes, they've disintegrated. If they're tucked into your belt in sheaths, then no.
Oh my god.
Luckily, I didn't lose any of my crossbow bolts.
I do need Yelena and Vargo to roll dex saving throws, please.
Sure.
That's a DC 15. Ooh.
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
You...
Oh no.
Oh no, even with...
Yeah, it was a good hit, I assume.
So Vargo, from slamming into the shield from 30 feet away, you'll take 13 points. Yelena, you will take half of that, so 6.
Still feeling the pull from some smaller metal objects in my backpack, DM. I will slowly try to crawl my way out of this corridor because it's the closest one. Is that possible?
I need you to roll another strength check for me, please.
If I fail, I'm teleporting. Yeah, I'm teleporting.
Okay. What are you using to teleport?
That's a good question. Let me see if I have my free Misty Step. No, I don't have it. All right, I will start where I am.
Yolanda.
Just think about teleporting.
She's gonna try and pull herself away, and then she'll try and help. Okay.
Alright, roll a strength check for me, please. As you
I
try
say,
to assist
wait,
her.
and I give her a hand and cast guidance on her. I will
Oh my
need your. I will probably need your help.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I rolled exactly the same. Even guidance won't save me.
DM,
Mm-hmm.
I know this is a stretch, but Dusted saw this happen, yes?
Yes, I did.
Can he also do an Arcana check? I know it's a stretch.
It is a stretch. What you have seen is 3 people get pulled into the room. Valrus managed to step back just in time. But both Vargo and Yolena get swept across the room, slam into the other side. Valrus tries to pull himself off and slams back. And from where you're standing, you just see rust all of a sudden fill up around his feet.
Oh boy.
As he loses 50 pounds in an instant in weight. He becomes thinner straight away. He's wearing a cloak, so I don't think you notice the armor disintegrating.
Probably not.
And Lunan, you spot this as well from where you are.
Okay. What's going on over there?
We're a little bit stuck.
Magical effect. Don't enter.
Unless you're not wearing
can you dispel
anything.
I will try. DM, I will expand my last 3rd level spell slot. Casting Dispel Magic.
Okay. Now there is actually a DC here.
Oh,
As
alright.
you cast it on the statue, I need you to roll. Let me just see.
Please tell me Arcana.
It's usually spell casting.
Yeah, it is normally your spellcasting ability, so just do like a spell attack.
So intelligence. Straight up. Alright.
Yeah.
With your normal bonuses.
My god. No, I'm not rolling high today.
But it's
11.
plus proficiency as well.
That will be 14.
That won't make it. As you cast Dispel Magic, give me an Arcana check.
Sure. No, not today. 14.
Well, with a 14, it's quite easy to see that your spell it fails. It doesn't have no effect. It fails.
Alright, it's possible. I'm just not capable at the moment. Lunan, do you mind?
I don't want to get hurt and trapped as well.
How long is the distance for Dispel Magic? I don't know.
It's 60 feet. You're more capable. You're absolutely capable.
Yeah, just.
Lunan has only dispelled objects on touch basis so far. Oh, okay, I will give it a try. Lunan cast Dispel towards the was it the statue?
Statue with a shield.
Seems to be the shield on the statue. It will be my guess.
Are you gonna cast Dispel Magic?
I will ask the others to move out of the way first.
Mm-hmm.
I can see better.
I'll move this way out of the way.
Vargo, what is it that gives away the magic, or what's magically?
My instincts tell me it's the shield.
Yeah, Luna will cast Dispel on the shield.
Oh my god, DM.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
The money I carry with me, that's technically metal, but it's inside a pouch.
Correct.
So
you haven't
will
lost
be
your money yet?
safe?
Well, your
might
your
not be
pouch does
magnetic.
not feel any lighter, if that's what you're asking me.
All right, that's what they wanted to know.
Is it just any metal, no matter what, or only?
I mean, we can try it, Valris. Do you have a dagger?
I mean, I can toss a copper
You could toss a coin
No,
to your-
don't do
or a
it.
silver,
Don't
a
do
silver
it.
coin.
Toss a coin
Don't do
to
it.
your stack.
Are you for real?
We are playing darts all of a sudden. I have 5 knives on my chest, daggers on my chest. If I go into that room, they will just fly out.
Funnily enough,
Drop all my crossbow bolts. I don't need them.
Wow. Jalena will end us both afterwards, Valris.
She'll have to get away first.
I'm just imagining Dustin and Valris having this conversation, much like Pain and Plague in the Hercules movies. If she survives.
It's like standing on top of a building and dropping coins as people walk past.
Don't dare throw a coin at me.
Alright,
I will make you
Lunan,
eat it.
go ahead
Yeah, I
and
will.
roll.
I mean, you could always try it yourself. Take a silver coin, see if it.
So
I know, okay? It destroyed both of my daggers.
Different metal.
Shut up.
Oh, that is a potent roll.
Oh!
As you stand there and you cast Dispel Magic from about 45 feet out, you feel and even see small little sparks and some sort of electricity take hold on the entire statue as it almost buzzes and then shuts down and remains still. There is no longer this heat, this mental stifling within the room. Vargo and Yolena both drop to the ground, no longer being held up.
oh boy, that was not fun at all. You
No.
all guys notice how my clothes are hanging practically right now.
As Vargo
Hang on,
turns around, you
nobody
notice he's no
problem.
longer wearing his armor. Yolena's daggers have disappeared.
Oh, well, that's. I feel vulnerable.
Do the rest of you step into the room?
They seem to be fine, so.
hmm
Dustin's gonna check on them anyway.
Okay. Lunan, you will have fare really well in the Citadel. That was fantastic. Thank you.
no worries.
Oh my god, I feel naked. Valris, how can you be like this all the time? I don't know, understand.
I have these now, and I hold up my arms, and I have the braces of defense.
I understood. I have these nuts. What? Oh
And it's
boy.
very important for me to have them free at all times.
Duke Nukem says.
Did you
DM
lose
in-
your whole armor?
Yeah. I did immediately. DM. I'm pulling out the 2 books of the Red Wizards I have with me.
Yeah.
Is mage armor included in that wizard book?
That is the Red Wizards of Thay. That is a very good question.
While
I have
you are looking, Luna will start digging in his pack, digging out his old leather armor. You wanna borrow this?
As Lunan's does that, Dustin has already taken out the robe of summer flame that we also found. Like everyone, just do you want to wear this? Anything?
I mean, for now,
I have my clothes. I'm not naked.
if you want, I can, for the moment, cast mage armor on you.
Oh my god, I will. I love you, Valris. Thank you very much.
I spend the spell slot and cast mage armor on him.
Oh,
Thank you so much. That will be a 16 of IC, which is decent.
Yes.
It's not a 20, but yeah. Don't forget to delete your shield and armor, please.
I did. The first thing I did already. Don't worry.
Oh god.
The vision lenses are magic, so you don't have to worry about that either.
Yeah. That's what. If this thingy affected the magical items, I'm screwed. I tell you that.
Dustin would have to mourn the loss of all his weapons if that was the case, and he had gone in there.
Fargo, I'll have to go through on the break to have a look at the other.
It's okay. It's okay. It's more that Vargo is panicking all of a sudden.
I feel naked without an armor. Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure though that it did have mage armor in one of the books.
I think so as well, but we will see. It doesn't matter.
Are we? I mean, is the magic gone in this thing, or should we destroy it?
The magic is gone. I'm curious to know: is the shield for real, or is it really a statue?
Roll an investigation or a perception check.
That will be an easy investigation, which I fail. I'm not rolling. I decided the end that I'm not going to roll more dice tonight.
Okay. In which case, I would like you to explain Pythagoras' theorem for me backwards.
I will rather roll 20 dice than do that.
Okay. Have you seen that YouTube shorts? What's that Australian DM that reads out those shorts?
The one with the bird, I think.
The one with the bird?
D&D Shorts is a dude with a huge bird.
There's a YouTube channel, Zach Speaks Giant, and this guy reads like loads of comments.
No. I don't know that one.
He's fun.
I've seen it
He's super funny.
a couple of times.
He DM'd a game where his players didn't bring dice, so
Awesome!
the thief was like, I'm gonna sneak into the guy's house and I'm gonna try and backstab him. He's like, alright, I want you to sneak into the kitchen past my mum and bring me an apple. And if you succeed, you do it, you know? So he said
Oh boy!
Very good.
I want to say that. Yeah, give it the link to me later. I'm curious to know what he did.
I will just go Zach Speaks Giant. YouTube.
Oh boy.
Message you. Okay, so you're unable to tell whether the statue is the shield is part of the statue or real with that terrible roll. It looks like it's a statue holding a shield.
All right. Can we get out of this room?
Which way do you want to go?
Any will do.
I suppose we...
Right.
You know, this room is probably safer than any other room right now.
That is very true.
I'll flip a coin.
In fact, you'll...
I will follow Yarvena. It's quicker.
I'm going to have to unfog both, really, aren't I? So there you go.
Oh, so that's clear. I don't buy it. There is clearly a door there somewhere. I don't buy it.
Given
I mean,
that
you mean down here?
Given that you have a light source, I will go on. So Dusted, you're going south.
Dustin is just gonna see if this really is like a maze that is supposed to turn people crazy by just having empty sort of like doorways. So he will probably just have a look, just to see if there is indeed something or not at the end of this corridor.
Okay. what do you mean by have a look? Do you want to roll a perception or an investigation check
Uh,
for me?
I mean, he wants to sort of like go down and sort of pat the back door just to see if there's anything, because like the idea is obviously there would be in his mind there would be sort of like a road that leads either to either side.
Yes.
But as he gets down there and cannot see anything, he'll just pat each of the 3 walls around him just to see if there's anything
So you're gonna look
that he's missing.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me, please.
I mean, we all know how this is gonna go.
How long are you going to spend?
Oh my god, well done.
Just a few minutes.
On
While the others have a look up further up.
Sorry, you could use perception or investigation.
Oh, you want me to roll another?
No,
Than this?
So let's keep the 19.
Then it's the 19 plus 4, so it's 23.
Wow, you're
If it's perception.
Okay,
No, it's not my wisdom. It's just that I have proficiency in perception.
okay. Alright. So, as you... I need you to roll for the back for each wall, actually.
Oh, okay. So this is the. Let's go clockwise. So start with the right one, then the bottom one, then the. Sorry, east, southwest, right? So
Good.
clockwise that way.
To be fair, the first one you said to me was the south wall, and then you
Oh,
changed your
okay.
mind and said the other walls. So we're going to do the bottom wall first,
Yeah.
and then the side walls.
So I'll roll for sidewalls now.
Okay, how far up are you going to be searching?
Oh, just the end. He doesn't have imagination to check the entire wall.
Can you imagine there is nothing and this is just Stefan fucking with you?
I don't care if it's Stefan or Azarak fucking with me. Dustin is just like, okay, I've had it with all this bunch of magic nonsense. I want to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's gonna take you at least 2 minutes per wall if you're
Yeah.
gonna do a proper job. So that's gonna be 6 minutes in total.
Mhm.
So now go
Yeah.
ahead and roll for the wall on the east side first, and then the west side.
I look at Barris and say and whisper to him, look at him, he's gone crazy already.
Okay.
I think you're right.
I will tell you that from those rolls, you do indeed discover a secret door on the south wall as you are tapping around. But you are searching for 6 minutes.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting here while.
So
while
in
people
the
are shooting up.
meantime, what's
In
up
the
here?
meantime, the rest of you form an orderly corridor, an orderly queue moving
Corridor.
the corridor.
And the lightning bolt comes in.
Are you going to move into the chamber, or are you going to stand on the edge and just look inside?
The last time you did this question, something bad happened, so of course I'm going inside the chamber. What happens to me?
Alright. The rest of you watch as Vargo steps into this expansive circular chamber. Vargo, as you step in, your senses are greeted by the commanding presence of a large fountain. The fountain's imposing structure is encrusted with the verdant embrace of moss, vines, ivy, and time itself. It rises majestically from the chamber's very heart, capturing the essence of an ancient elegance, weathered over the passage of the ages. Within the center of the fountain, 3 marble maidens stand in a timeless pose, each of them holding forth a pitcher from which water flows in a serene and rhythmic dance. The delicate streams of water cascade and mingle together, casting a gentle symphony of sound that fills the air with the soothing resonance of flowing water. An aura of serenity and grace is exuded by this fountain, almost seeming to offer a moment of respite, inviting you to venture into the hollowed space and contemplate the mysteries within these tranquil depths.
Ah,
Very thoughtful sigh.
I just don't trust anything anymore.
I don't really blame you.
If there is something to do in this chamber, it might have to do with drinking that water, and I'm not done for that. I'm not up to do that. Sorry.
Probably right. Best to expend all other options before doing something so rash.
I guess you're right. DM, I will proceed to investigate the walls of this room.
Okay. So, this is a 30-foot circumference chamber. How long are you going to spend on all of these walls?
For about as much as Dusted is doing his search, and he tell us, "Hey, I found something."
Okay, so for about 5.5 minutes or so, then roll a perception or an investigation check for me. In the meantime,
That will be
Yelena.
well,
and
not bad.
Velrys. Wow, natural 20. Okay. Yelena and Velrys, what are you two up to?
Go inside and help him
Mm-hmm.
if I see him starting to investigate, you know.
Okay.
Yelena will just keep an eye out for the creepy crawly skeleton boy.
So you're
Hey,
gonna...
skeleton!
He'll stare at the ceiling. We're like, where's he gone?
the spooky, scary skeleton.
Alright, with a natural 20, you managed to, within 5 minutes, take in the entirety of the room. There are no secret doors or anything else untoward. The only interesting thing in this chamber are the waters and the fountain itself.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing here.
As
Thank you for the
Velrys
help,
helps you as well.
Velrys.
Sure.
And in the quiet, serene sounds of the flowing water, you almost hear a little meow as Dusted excitedly lets out a little sound of maybe you found something.
Canonically, Dusted makes that sound. Yeah,
I think
I
it
love
does. I think so too.
I think so too.
I mean, you don't hear me arguing, do you? It's like, ooh.
Dusted, as your hands are busy searching on the walls all around, it almost seems to brush over a loose piece of stone. One of the skulls has got the perfect indentation for you to push into the wall, and as your hand brushes over it with even the barest amount of pressure, the skull slowly begins to go deeper into the wall in front of you.
Oh no, not this again. He just takes a little step back, so he's on his back foot at least.
Are you going to let go of the skull, or are you going to continue to push?
He's just gonna take a step back, just in preparation of anything happening. If nothing happens, he's gonna try to push it on.
Alright, you take a half a step back with one finger still lingering on the embedded nose socket of the skull, and as you're about to lean back, you're like, meh, fuck it.
That sounds like Dusted, yeah.
Let's see what this does. And you give it a little press. Hold on. Is that... As a small sound emanates from the wall, and then the sound of stone grating on stone as the door slides open to your left. The wall in front of you parts. As it parts, you are faced with the back of what looks like a large throne. There is just about enough space to clamber over and into a chamber beyond.
There was something about a throne in the poem. Let me see. The enemies oppose, one stands between them, in darkness it hides. Don't demask or be seen. That maybe have to do with that guy.
Mm.
Ah, so there was nothing about the throne. Okay.
So I'm behind the throne, basically.
Yes, you are. And
Okay.
as Dusted, as you stand there,
Oh, you're kidding me! Another one?
the sound of scurrying commands your attention far ahead as a triangle-headed skeleton runs across the ceiling, looks at you, and then disappears into a hole.
How many holes are in this? Oh boy.
It's
Dusted
quite a way.
tries to takes out his or tries to get his longbow out in time and then look around, but it's already gone. Damn it!
Yes, correct. It is gone.
Well, there is a. The curiosity of Dusted beckons him into the room, but considering the traps that he has already faced with Vargo, he calls back to Lunan, and can he see Jalena from here? Probably, right? She's also in light.
Oh yeah, she's lit up like a Christmas tree.
Perfect. There is something back here. A secret skull door. And there's also another hole for this bloody skeleton thing to crawl around in.
Oh, you saw him again. I wonder if he'll ever tell us his name.
It's Triangle Head.
It's not Pyramid
Triangle
Head,
Head.
because that is copyright, so
Correct.
Triangle Head, yeah.
No, it's pyramid head. So triangle head, it's alright.
Dusted's gonna try to climb onto the throne and look around.
Okay.
Was there anything back there where you were? Guys?
What? Sorry.
Was there anything
serene
where you were?
fountain? A lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
wall.
Well, at least we won't run out of fresh water then.
I will not drink from that. Do you want to drink from that? Really?
Dustin hasn't been and seen it. He has no idea, does he?
No, it's a completely normal fountain. It's just that I will not eat or drink nothing I found inside this place.
Okay, that's fair. But if we run out of water, we'll have to start getting creative in here. And I'm not drinking my own piss.
It's weird that that's your first option in a world where magic exists, but alright.
Dustin
boy.
just gets sort of like a drained expression on his face and then continues into this room and having a look around. Is there anything else in this room that defines it? Like,
I mean,
I can see this giant stone box here, which is probably a sarcophagus or something.
Alright, bear with
Or an altar or something. Like, yeah, I cannot see that, even if I zoom in. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thrones.
hey, one for each of us, plus the skeleton.
Making your way around this throne, you take in the scene in front of you. Within the embracing silence of this vaulted tomb, nature has reclaimed your space, entwining the stone surfaces with a tapestry of moss and twisting creepers. At the heart of the sanctuary, a stone sarcophagus commands your attention as it rests upon a raised dais, its weathered surface bearing the weight of forgotten history. Behind the sarcophagus, the imposing visage of two large bear statues stand sentinel, flanking a 5-foot diameter bronze disc in between them, adorned with a dozen glaring eyes. Along the walls, 6 desiccated corpses slouch on the thrones, including the one that you've just made your way around. Their silent vigil, a testament to the passage of time, and the shadows that whisper of forgotten tales. Each of these macabre figures is adorned with a black mask made from paper mache and feathers. Their enigmatic visage shrouded in a veil of symbolism. To the east, an arched crystal window offers a portal to the outside world, granting a glimpse of a tunnel that lies beyond the confines of this ancient hallowed space. There is an interplay of light and shadows within this room, for from above, cracks into the surface of the jungle above you allow moonlight streaming through onto the ground.
What was it you said about there was something, maybe something about this place and the text that we read outside?
I thought it mentioned thrones, but I was not right about that.
I mean, there's six guys in here wearing masks. So I should take one of them and wear it?
I'm more interested in knowing if those masks look anything at all like the one the hooded figure was wearing. Yeah.
Dusted's gonna take off one of the masks of the guy he's right next to and sort of lift it up so Jalena and Vargo can see it from there.
Be a good idea to try and identify if there's any magic on those.
Please go ahead. I'm a little expand at the moment. Is the mask reminiscent at anything? I mean, at all of that figure, DM?
No, it is not. Dustin, as you pick up the mask, you notice it's very lightweight. It appears to be made of paper mache, wet paper which has been molded into a mask, and feathers that are sticking out of the sides, almost like one of those Rio de Janeiro festival masks, you know?
Oh yeah. Very, very colorful, yeah.
Actually,
although
perhaps
this one is black. The feathers themselves are black, as is the paper mache.
Six masks available, right?
Oh, wait, maybe it's for those little creepy crawlies that's running around. Maybe it cannot see us while we're wearing these.
You have a wonderful imagination, my friend.
I don't know. I mean, the warnings outside must mean something.
I completely agree with that.
Well, if I can wear this and if I can wear this and not be seen by anything in here, I will wear this as long as possible. That's just I mean, if the monsters cannot see me with this on, it's perfect, isn't it?
Dusted, speaking of the creepy crawler, where did you see it disappear?
Over there, and so Dusted points into the room.
Can you move inside, please? The hallway is pretty narrow.
No, the hallway's blocked.
Fair enough. Sure, Dusted's gonna move in.
Alright. How are you moving in, and what are you holding in your hands?
At the moment I have the mask in one hand and the torch in another. He's not wearing the mask as much as holding it up to his face. Sort of like either the mask makes you see something in here, or I mean he doesn't really understand the concept of what it's for. But since everyone is wearing it, it has some purpose, he guess. But that might also just be because it's chieftain masks or something. So he has no real clue what it is about. But yeah.
Okay. Lunan, you move into the room as well. Who else is going to move into the room?
I am. All of us, I think. maybe Barris isn't. What is this thing, DM? It's a sarcophagus.
In the center of the room, yes. Okay.
Instead of just waving the wand around, unless something happens, like immediately, Valvis is going to take out one of his trusty daggers that he always uses and tries to, like, scrape off a little bit from a mask to see if it, is magical or not. Is it invulnerable to being scratched? Or does it break just like any ordinary item?
You're a cheapo. You have a wand that lets you cast detect magic for free.
I can only do it once more!
So, you pull out a dagger and you move towards the... You're going to the throne with the corpse resting on the throne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
As you lean forward, you take your dagger and you point it towards the mask, and slowly you scrape. As you do, the corpse below shudders. And its eyes below the mask fly open. Glazed over, white and grey. As it slowly rises, all of the other corpses on the other thrones rise with it. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
I swear to God, if these are regular ass zombies.
I don't think it's zombies. Because zombies would they would not be that desecrated, I think. Would they?
Alright. Oh, look at that. They have art. So...
Jesus,
Ooh.
how cynical are you?
Okay. Margo, from the corner of the room, as you look around, you notice the corpses rising. It is over to you, sir.
Oh my, I moved much quicker now. Let's
Yes.
let's see. I say what? And cast Bless at second level.
Okay.
On that will be on myself, Dusted, Jerlena, and Lunan.
Cool.
That will be it. I suppose I moved to this corner just to not be mauled by these things.
Right. Anything else?
What are those? I don't know. That's action movement. I suppose I start trying to figure out what these things are. Clearly undead, but other than that, I have not seen them before. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Then that will bring us to Yelena.
I guess she'll turn around and attempt to stab the one behind her. Is it covered? Well, they weren't in coffins, were they?
No,
Not
they
coffins,
weren't. They
but-
were sitting. They were
On their
sitting on
thrones.
thrones. Yeah.
Yes, she's going to try and stab him in the chest before he can even get up.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll then.
Alrighty. There's. Oh my god.
Awesome.
Holy crap. Yeah, that hits. With a
You
crit.
could- You could hit Tiamat with that one.
Is that 2d6? So that's
I think that's the credit damage because I think it adds the extra.
so then
Yeah.
the 3 becomes a 6.
Ah,
So it's
18 damage.
18 points of damage. Anything else?
She'll go again. She'll withdraw the sword and stab at him again.
Okay,
22?
that's a hit.
And I think that will probably be it, 'cause I don't have anything that's a bonus action, really. So that will be all.
Okay. It is definitely looking. If it could be bloodied, it would look bloodied. You have literally carved its chest in. There is a massive hole, a cavity inside it, and it looks down and looks up at you. Ah!
They reconsider their life's decision and stay undead after seeing Jorlena.
Mhm.
You'd be better off staying in your chair, sir.
Alright. Which brings us to Valrus.
Fair enough. He's just going to. He's gonna verbally assault the whatever it is in front of him, and this one over here to his left, and cast Mind Whip on them with twinning.
Oh. Okay.
I will post it.
Intelligence saving throw.
It is an intelligence saving throw.
Psychic damage. Well done.
I keep losing where the button is to post it.
That's okay.
On the top of the spell.
You're gonna mind whip one on each, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go for the one in front of you first. He gets a 16.
That's safe.
And the one below on his throne gets an 8.
That does not save.
Alrighty.
What a shame. Well,
Yeah.
either way. 3d6. There we go. 10 damage to the one that's sitting down on the left then, and I will take a step over there, and then another one over there.
Okay. Which brings us to their attack. Right. He stands. I'm going to start with the one nearest to Yolena, and he's going to stand up, Yolena, and he is going to draw a long sword. Okay, and he's going to try and scratch you with the other attack.
Okie dokie.
The longsword is a 7,
That misses.
and the other attack is a 23.
Oh! That will definitely hit me.
Alright.
Question, DM. I am holding a torch in my hand, but the ability to sort of intercept on her behalf requires me to wear a melee weapon. Does it sufficiently count as a melee weapon?
Are you asking if it's a club?
Not necessarily, but that. I suppose that is sort of the question, but
Yeah, I'm gonna say no because it's not listed on the melee
Okay.
weapon list. It's not a proper
Okay.
melee weapon. It would be
Perfect.
advised. So,
Yeah.
Yelena, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
oh great, they have some kind of
16.
Okay, so you take 5 points of damage, and as you do, you
You're
almost
blessed
feel
in
your
case.
very life essence drain out of you
Oh no.
as the creature heals itself for those 5 points. It's 9 o'clock, so let's take 20 minutes and have a quick break in the middle of combat.
Alrighty.
Only because my boy's busy crying in the background as well.
Yeah, sure. Alright.
Crash
so I'm gonna
then,
put him to
because I
bed.
don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess let's get back into it then. Apologies for cutting so short so quickly.
No. It's totally fine.
Awesome. In which case then, it was my go, wasn't it?
Yes. This one has attack, I think, already. The other ones hasn't.
Let's
And this one is affected by Mind Whip. So it doesn't have reactions, neither can attack or do things. He has to choose.
He can
Okay.
stand up and, I don't know, walk over to us at most.
He is
Mhm.
going to do exactly that. He will stand up and walk across while the other one stands up and walks forward to there. Then he will get one attack on Dusted. Dusted, he's going to attack you with his longsword. And he rolls a 2. Okay. Then the others also standing up. 10, 20, 10, 20, 30. Alright. The other one over here is going to go for you, Dusted.
Yeah.
They're all only going to get one attack. Oops. 17 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. And then Valrus, the other 2 are each going to attack you once with long swords. The first is an 11.
Misses.
And the second is a 9. Wow.
Misses even more.
Oh dear. Okay, well that brings me to the end of my turn, which means we go over to Dusted Cole.
Joster doesn't really have, because in one hand he has the torch and the other he has the mask. So he's gonna wear the mask.
Are you
I don't know if that's an action or whatever it is.
okay? You had it in one hand, so you call it a bonus action if you want.
Okay, and then he's gonna get his rapier out with his reaction.
Alright.
And then start swinging. I guess the one that is let's see. He doesn't mind the ones on his left, but the ones that are threatening Valrus, so he's gonna attack the one to the southeast of him. Twice.
That one. Okay. And you're
Yeah, the one below
cool.
the rapier.
Yep, and you're using your pokey stick.
Yeah, 17.
17 hits.
9.
Okay.
And another that might not hit. 14.
14 just manages to pierce the armor and stick him.
Oh, glory. That's 21 in total.
Ooh. Okay.
And I forgot my bliss. But yeah.
Right. I would say he is technically he's bloodied. as you do 21 total points of damage.
Okay.
Alright.
That is Dusted's turn.
Then that will bring us to...
Oh, wait, sorry. He's also marked. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, he's marked.
Okay. Over to you, Lunan.
Lunan, looking the other way, didn't realize instantly what's going on, but started hearing and noticing stuff. Turns around, gets a bit shocked, and stay away from me, as he casts Turns Undead, or uses Turn Undead, or Destroy Undead if they are CR1 lower.
So...
They need to cast Wisdom saving throws.
Okay. And that is a wisdom in a 20-foot radius, or...
I shared it.
Oh,
The radius is
30
huge.
feet.
It's
Yes.
30, it's all of them.
Oh, that's easily all of them. Okay, so they are bigger than CR1. So let's start with each one. What is DC?
My spellcasting 16.
16. Right, let's start with wisdom, eh? Alright, the one that is on the throne in front of you and Yelena.
Yeah.
Oof. He gets an 8. So he
Hey.
fails. Is there a marker for turn undead?
I don't know, but you could put the haste symbol that they are running.
I think
There you go.
there's one called Turned, actually. It's just called Turned instead of anything else, but I'm not sure.
No. Let's put the haste symbol. I like that. Okay. We'll go clockwise, so the one right next to you, Valris. He rolls a 19.
Okay.
So he's fine. The next one in front of Valris gets a 6 altogether.
Okay.
Dusted, the one that's below you. Oh, that was so nearly a pass, but he gets a 7 as well. He fails. Then Dusted, the one in red next to you.
The Mindful one.
He gets a 7, so he fails as well. And then the one which is just above you. Ooh, he gets a 19 altogether, so he passes. So 2 of them manage to pass.
Yes.
Okay. So that's using your action as you pull
Yes.
out your holy symbol and you tell them, "Begone, foul beasts!" Each of the undead, bar 2 of them, fail their saving throw. They will be turned for 1 minute or until they take any damage.
And they have to move away from me.
Correct. The turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you. it
And
can't-
take reactions.
Can't take reactions, yeah. And bonus action, you can only use dash or try to escape. If there is nowhere to move, it can use the dodge action.
Yeah. I guess we can use the frightened effect as well.
Oh yeah, that could have been a clever thing to do. Though, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action,
Mhm.
I will cast Spiritual Weapon here.
Okay. Let's.
And attack this guy.
Bring your spiritual weapon into play, sir. There you go. Okay, go ahead and roll. You've already rolled a 26, definitely hits. And that's
7 damage.
Okay. Nice. He was undamaged. Anything else?
That's all I will do, yeah.
Alright, then that brings us to the end of your turn and the round, the top of round 2. Vargo, followed by Yelena.
Alright. I've seen Lunan do this before. I don't know how many of them are affected by the turn, but I don't want them to go too far. So Vargo is going to move over here and use Minor Illusion to make the illusion of the wall that was here before it doesn't open it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that will be my action. I want them to think that there is no escape.
Yes.
So
Okay. Anything else?
nope, that will be all. I suppose I will move back here once I've done that.
Alright, let's just draw a line in there to represent the illusion then.
There is already one.
Oh, have you drawn one too? Oh,
No,
there's
that-
one on the map.
Yeah.
That's to remind me though. Okay, then that brings us to Yelena, followed by Valrus.
She'll go for the one that's probably dodging. Well, going to be dodging behind her. The one that she nearly killed and then it decided to slap her.
The one to the northeast.
Yes, the purple one.
The purple
Oh,
one. Okay.
yes.
What are you gonna
She's
do to him?
going.
That's heavy.
She's going to try and cut off his hand
Oh, okay.
because he clawed her. Let's see how well that goes. Oh, 21.
21 definitely hits. Take that, Bert.
12.
Okay, 12 points. It is still standing.
She's gonna go again. Keep hacking at that hand.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22 hits, yeah.
9 points of damage.
9 points is exactly what you need for the creature to howl and shriek in pain as its hand falls off, but not only that, it drops to the ground. And it
Very
almost
nice.
seems to crumple in place. Doesn't move at all. Anything else?
No, she'll move up here just to move like ready to help when she can.
So you're gonna move out of combat from the one below you.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Ah,
Okay.
never mind.
So you're
Never
staying
mind.
put?
She'll move more here,
Okay.
and then that'll be it.
Alright, in which case that will bring us to Valrus.
Gonna move opposite to Yelena and prepare a shocking grasp at the one in the middle.
Okay, as you step between the two undead, you reach out and place your hand on it and cast Shocking Grasp.
Does it have metal armor or is it just like
It does-
clothing? Probably not.
It does not have metal armor at all, no.
Yeah, I figured.
Have you seen the art?
Oh, I don't know what that thing was made of, you know? 24, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, that hits anything above 20, easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you reach out, you deliver some electrical shock to the creature.
8 points.
Oh, that's unlucky with the 1, but yeah, 8 points
Yeah.
of damage.
And I disengage from it.
Okay. Disengage and move towards the corner of the room.
Yes,
Is that the end of your turn, sir?
that is the end.
Okay. Which brings us to our other creatures. Right, and the direct opposite. That one is going to run away to there. Dusted, do you have a reaction? Would you like to take an opportunity attack?
Dusted is saving his reaction for defense.
Okay.
So he's just waiting for them to attack, and then they suddenly run away, catching him off guard.
They all run away.
One doesn't.
Dusted, the one above you steps right past you and goes for Yelena.
What?
The hate.
The other one, Yelena, that you've been attacking, is going to also go for you.
Wait, is this the mask doing this? It just walked past me.
So, Yelena, that's going to be a natural 1. That's going to be a miss.
That's
The natural one definitely hit.
A 12.
Oh,
Miss.
I think. What am I? I'm on 19.
Yeah, that's easy miss. 16.
Oh, nearly.
And then the damaged one's going to use a scratch attack.
Oh no.
And he gets an 8.
Not again!
He only gets an 8. So that's 4
okay.
attacks and 4 misses. And unfortunately, I believe that's my turn, which brings us to Dusted Cole.
Dusted is looking slightly scuffed that they just walked past him, or at least that one did. Okay, he's gonna take a step closer and try to hit the one that was scratching at Yelena.
Okay, the damaged one. Go ahead.
Yeah. A 14.
That just hits as your rapier pierces the corners or the catches of the armor. It's wearing leather, so pierces right through into
13.
13 points of damage. Okay. It is still standing, good sir.
And then he's gonna hit the one to the north, marking both of them, obviously.
Okay.
If he hits, obviously. 16.
16 hits.
And for 11 damage.
Okay. That's the first damage.
And once again taking this sort of like defensive stance, ready to sort of block, sort of expecting them to come to him. Come on. And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Which then brings us to Lunan.
Lunan had his spiritual weapon out. Oh, Lunan, you're muted.
Yes, sorry. I will attack with the spiritual weapon first.
On the damaged one then. Go ahead and roll, sir.
17 to hit.
17 hits, yes! The spiritual weapon makes contact with the
Max
undead creature.
damage?
Max damage. It is still standing, but barely.
And I follow that up with a firebolt in its face.
Okay.
Do you want it at disadvantage?
No.
In the-
He's so close, I think even your minimum damage should kill him.
In that case, 24.
Okay, in which case the firebolt takes his head off as the rest of his body bursts into flame.
Note, I was 1 point from max damage on that one too.
Yeah. Wow. The corpse bursts into flames as it drops to the ground. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, then the top of round 3, that brings us to Vargo.
Alright. I believe that I will move here, right next to Barbaris, and just experiment a little bit, trying to cast All the Dead on this one.
Okay.
That will be a saving throw. The DC is 15. Wisdom.
Wisdom. That's a fail.
Alright, the damage is necrotic in case it matters. And it's hit hurt already, DM?
It is hurt, yes.
Alright, in that case, that will be 8 points of necrotic.
Okay.
I'm interested in seeing how effective the damage is on them.
Do you want to make an Arcana check?
Sure.
I can't tell.
Never mind.
I mean, it looks like it's taken some damage, but you're
The mask, the mask they are wearing is hiding the pain.
Correct. Anything else?
That will be it.
Okay.
Nope.
Then that brings us to Yelena, closely followed by Valrus.
She's gonna go for the next one to her right, her left. The burgundy brownish coloured one.
Yeah, let's go for Burgundy.
Burgundy.
That's
She
right.
will
The one called Ron Burgundy.
she will stick it in the chest, or at least attempt to.
Okay. With her short sword.
Classic.
Yes, naturally.
Oh, Ron takes it in the chest.
I'm rolling well on attacks, but not very good in like checks.
Damage.
Oh, damage! Oh dear, that's something I guess.
9 points just takes him below the bloodied threshold. He is now
Blooded.
bloodied. What would an undead creature be called if he was bloodied?
Why do these things have so much against me? Is it because I spoke to the Crowley one? And she'll stab
Maybe
it again.
Oost.
Oh
Answer
no,
your
I
question.
jinxed it.
Oh,
You're blessed.
You are blessed. So a D4
Oh, I'm
or
blessed.
wow.
25 chance.
A yeah. As you counter swing, you manage to connect. The blade cuts just into the side of the creature. Oh, as you do maximum damage this time, and it shearing off one of its ribs as it falls onto the ground. It is still standing, but barely.
This one could do with finishing off Valrus when you have time. Yes.
Anything else?
Your turn.
Sure, fireball.
Alright, which brings us to Valrus.
Currently busy with something, actually. I throw a firebolt at it.
As Valrus fires into combat, the fireball streaks past Yelena and Dustin, smashes
Oh,
into
no.
the undead creature, doing the minimum
But
amount
wait.
of damage.
But wait,
Okay.
I have the Garnet Key.
There you go.
Therefore,
Oh, you get.
it is actually going to be 12. You just watch.
Oh boy, that key is made for you.
You need a
11.
5. Oh, and that is more than enough. As the creature in front with a fireball gets hit directly in the chest, just where Yelena carved a big X into it, and it bursts into flame. Goes up like kindling.
She gives him a thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Nod.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Valrus?
I stand there, menacingly.
they disappear from the thingy. They're gone now.
Oh.
The combat tracker.
Yeah, can you see him still?
Nope, he's
Yes.
completely gone.
He's just grayed out, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Is he?
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes,
in the
I
Yeah, on
can
the
see
combat
him
tracker.
grayed out.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
I hit him because he went up like a Roman candle.
Mm.
Alright, Valrys, end of your turn.
End of my turn.
Then that brings us to the undead creatures. As they continue to run into the wall, trying to get away from Lunan. That one runs onto his throne, that one too. Alright. That is their turn. Which brings us to
At this point-
Critical.
At this point, it's a butcher. It's butchery. I was curious to see if they knew of any secret doors, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
These two corpses.
Mm.
My guess is their paper mache masks are gone.
As you look upon them, you notice that they are indeed burning crisply and nicely, keeping the room at a constant 20-degree temperature.
And I already stole this guy's mask, so yeah, okay.
Fleetingly, you wish you had some marshmallows.
Yes. Dust is gonna chase this one
Mm-hmm.
and try to steal its mask.
Okay. Are you going to... I suppose you're going to have to grapple with it to pull it off. Or you can
Something like that.
You can either grapple it to try and take it, or roll the sleight of hand check to try and steal it.
Now Dusted is definitely grappling for this one.
Okay.
Give it here.
Wow. So, contested strength check, here we come. Dirty 20. As you grapple it, you manage to reach one hand over the corpse. You can literally smell the death and decay and the rotting flesh still coming off it as your hand slimily grabs past its greasy hair and clings to your wet fur. Grip the paper mache mask and, as carefully as possible, pull it off. You now have a paper mache mask in your hand. What did you put down? Did you put the torch on the ground or the rapier away?
The torch is on the ground where he was standing before, which was here actually.
Okay.
The torch is there, not with him. Yeah.
All right. Done.
And then Dusted's gonna move back and give it to Jelena.
Okay.
Thank you. I think.
Anything else, Dustin?
Well, he's gonna explain that you saw how they walked right past me. I think they cannot see you if you're wearing this. And that's his turn. Yeah.
All right. Then that brings us to Lunan.
Yes. Lunan will have his magical weapon go here and fire a firebolt at this guy.
Sorry. So you're going to firebolt the same one that the spiritual hammer's going to go for?
Yep.
Okay.
So they will simultaneously attack, more or less.
Nice one.
So that's the
fi-
firebolt.
The 14 hits.
Okay. I thought I would have to roll d4. 14 damage.
14
Still
damage.
disgusting damage, yeah.
It is, isn't it? Yep. Still standing.
And the spiritual weapon.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Oh, max damage.
Oh
13.
god.
Oh, okay, as a spiritual weapon crushes down onto the burning remains of the undead creature. Just as it's turning around from the damage of the fire, it gets smashed in the face and his head is caved in.
In the face, there goes another mask. No.
Luna will walk up a bit and stay here. That's his turn.
Okay. Then that brings us to the top of the next round. Vargo leads the way.
Alright. If we are not calling this out, then I suppose Vargo will torch the one on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are not getting any mask today. That's a 17
A 17 hits.
for 9.
9 points of damage. Okay. As you...
And I will move a little bit closer, like right there.
Mhm. Anything else this turn, sir?
Nope.
Okay. Which then brings us to Yelena.
She looks at the mask that Dustin gave her, and tucks it in her pocket, and says, "Thank you, but it might be better if they see me rather than the others."
So you're going to fold it up. It's got feathers sticking out as well. So
Oh, I thought it was like paper.
it's paper. It is paper. It's paper mache.
Oh, it's paper mache. Oh, she can't fold it up then.
Oui, mon chéri.
It will break.
Oh, okay. She'll put it.
Yelena snaps it in half.
She'll like place it on top of her head, but not covering her eyes, just so that like it doesn't get crumpled.
So you don't see anything.
It'll be like a headband.
Ah, okay. I see.
like an Alice band almost.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, putting on your brow and combing your hair back with it almost. What next?
She's gonna run over to. No, yeah, she'll run over to this guy. She'll go here, so she doesn't get in the way of the others, and she'll try and run him through with her short sword.
Alright, as you charge across the room, it turns around to face you. And receives a sword in the belly for its troubles. With a 15. Alright, roll your damage.
Oh my god.
14. It
And
is
then
still
if if he's still standing, she'll withdraw the sword and then stab him in the neck.
Okay, as you pull the sword out, you stab him in the neck.
Jesus. Max damage twice.
Oh my god.
Is that another 14? I thought I was seeing double.
Yeah, exactly. You are seeing double. There's two of them.
Alright, that is enough to basically run him through as it looks upon you almost surprised. The smell of burning hair reaches your nostrils as you realize that it was shot in the back with a fireball. But you've killed it just in time as it drops to the ground at your feet.
If she can, she will pick up its mask as well.
You can't, because I stole it. The only mask that's left is the southern one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have the two, and then there's one more there.
Okay.
Which will be incinerated in a second.
You're currently wearing its mask.
Oh, I thought this was from a different one. Okay. She'll wait, do I have enough movement for that? Oh, let me double check.
25 feet? No,
20, so I can go
So you've
10.
still got-
She'll go there.
Okay,
And that will be it.
which brings us to Valrus.
He is going to walk up, charging lightning into his hand, and stand over there and hold his action to zap the zomboid thing when, let's say, anyone else gets within range.
What do you mean gets within range?
Within melee range with him. So if Dusted, say, walks up to it.
Okay. Alright. So you're gonna hold
So
your
that he
action.
knows that, we're gonna, like, finish it off as a group.
Got you. Which then ends your held action turn, skips the undead, and we move to Dusted.
Well, Dustin's gonna try to make the same little trick that he did before, and go to grapple this mask off this thing.
Alright. As you move close to begin to grapple him, Valrus leans forward and attacks. Go ahead and roll, Valrus. As
There it
Dustin
is.
Steps within range.
That hits for
Jesus.
7 damage.
Alright. I mean, that is good damage. As it gets shocking grasped by you, Dusted steps in. And you begin to grapple as it turns around and eyes you up, Dusted.
Oh dear. That is... The shocking really makes Dusted step back entirely, not wanting to touch an electrified skeleton, or whatever it is. Instead just grabs his... does this count as an attack or the full action?
What? A grapple?
Yeah.
A grapple is an action, yes.
Okay. Then I don't have anything more.
Okay. Then that will bring us to Lunan, won't it?
Lunan, being a bit slow, finally realizes what Dusted is up to. Will not burn this one to a cinder. I'm wondering. No, I will save that. I think he will actually not do anything. Just say, let's not harm the mask.
You're gonna skip the rest of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, then that brings us to Vargo on the top of round 5, Vargo.
Let's try to finish this. I just firebolted.
Okay. As Vargo
Total disregard! Total disregard!
fires a
That would be-
fireball across the room for 8 points of damage. It smashes into the undead creature on the
mask.
other side. Ah! Anything else, Vargo?
Nope. I contribute already.
Alright, then that brings us to Yelena, closely followed by Valrus.
How is our little undead friend looking?
He's slightly singed. He's not 100% on fire with only 8 points of fire damage. But he has been electrocuted as well, so it smells like cooked flesh in here.
Oh, lovely. Is it possible to... She'll attack him twice, and in the second attack, is it possible to, I don't know, take a penalty to damage in favor of using her sword to hit him on the face and then flick his mask off?
So what you're going... Do you want to attack him, or do you want to attempt to, like, cut the mask from his face?
With one attack, I'll attack him. With the other one, I'll, like, try and flick... She'll try and flick the mask off his face.
Okay, so one regular attack, and then
Yeah.
we will say a almost finesse like cold shot, and you're going to aim for a portion of the mask to cut it off.
Yes, she
So
wants
I will-
to try and preserve the mask as much as possible because Dustin seems to think that, and Luna seem to think they're quite important.
Alright, so let's do a regular attack for him, and then let's go and attack with disadvantage in the midst of combat as you try and precisely cut the mask from his face. 11 points. Okay. Oh, he's definitely bloody now. And with disadvantage, you still get a dirty 20. As one of the musketeers, almost like Zorro carving a Z into the chest of somebody or disarming a musketeer, you manage to just swish and swash your little short sword, and it deftly slices through the little piece of string, holding it to his face as the mask flies up into the air. And with a 20, I'm going to say you just prod your sword forward as it almost catches on the edge of the mask, and you pull it towards you with a flick of your wrist, snatching the mask out of the air in your hand. I mean, that's just
Very
ridiculous.
Very nice. Thank you. That will be
Creature
her
no
turn.
longer masked. Valrus, as you watch this display of cunning and acrobatics for swordplay, you realize it is your turn.
Going to flick it on the nose with Shocking Grasp yet again.
Okay. Ooh,
Probably hits.
that definitely hits.
For 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Alas, it is still standing, good sir.
Ah.
Anything else?
Step away and let someone else finish the job.
You're going to disengage? You don't have disengage, do you?
He doesn't have to. He shocking grasped it.
Shocking grasp.
Yeah.
Oh. Good point. Well, in which case, I assume it's the undead creature next. Having lost his mask, his eyes follow the air as it lands down, and in front of him, Yelena, the creature only has eyes for you. As he
Oh no.
lifts the point of his blade, thrusts forward, and follows up with a scratch attack.
No, not the scratch.
Right. The sword completely misses with a natural 1,
Oh boy.
and he gets a 10 for
I feel like you haven't rolled above a 10 since combat started.
just rub it in, why don't you, eh?
I was thinking of
feel-
using slow
I
and
feel
everything
kinda
in
bad.
the beginning, but
Oh no, you did get that one hit on me earlier.
Yes, I got 1 life drain on you.
Oh, I feel kind of bad for the whites. They're just getting murdered.
I don't.
And that brings us to the end of my poor guy's attack.
and its life.
Dustin very satisfied that this creature no longer has its mask, grabs out his warhammer and swings twice
Oh, okay.
at it.
It is undead.
Yeah, and I'll just add the what is it called? Bless for this. That's only 13, so that probably doesn't hit.
That misses, unfortunately.
Well, we'll try again.
You whiff your first attack.
And my second attack. So yeah, never mind.
And your second attack, as you almost get over-eager and excited. Although, no, I'm sorry. He got a natural 1 his last roll. So your first roll was with advantage and 2 missed, so you now get your second attack.
Okay, so I'll just roll this with advantage. There we go. Okay, that hits. 21.
That definitely
hope.
hits. Yeah.
So that's one of these for bludgeoning and one of these for radiant. So 17 damage.
Alright, as the second strike hits, radiant damage bursts off the edge of the hammer as it crushes into the chest of this creature. lets out a terrifying shriek as the radiant light almost consumes the entirety of the creature and it bursts into nothingness. Dust sprays everywhere as it collapses onto the ground. That brings us to the end of combat. Everything in the room is dead.
What was taking you so long? Oh, Dusted, you look fabulous.
Pardon me, mister. I'm gonna experiment with the undead in middle of combat.
Alright, as you look around the room, Lunan, you are standing on the raised dais. In front of you, a sarcophagus lies. Where the two great bear statues stand, Yelena, you are standing literally on one of them. A great big copper disc stands in between these two statues. The rest of the room remains quiet.
That went a lot better than expected.
Is there any engravings on this thing?
Surprisingly enough.
On what thing?
The sarcophagus. Is there any engravings or sort of like to indicate who's here?
Indeed. There is. Hold on.
It just says treasures within, and Dusted walks up to shove it open immediately. Chinese!
So,
with a Sharpie pencil.
the sarcophagus itself is made of stone, and it is resting on the raised circular floor. The sarcophagus itself actually doesn't have anything engraved on it.
But okay. Okay. Shall I open it? He looks around. I'll try to.
Go ahead.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone steps back immediately.
As Dustin steps forward,
I whisper to Lunan, you see, I think every party needs a Dusted.
Lunan raises his shield up over his face.
Dustin, I need you to roll an athletics check for me, please.
Oh yeah, that went so well last time, didn't it? 19.
With almost surprising strength, you put your hands to the stone sarcophagus lid, and you push. The lid easily manages to be pushed aside by you. As you are the only one near the sarcophagus, you look down as the lid opens, and nestled within the confines of the weathered sarcophagus, a dusty pile of bones lies as a silent remnant of a long-forgotten era. Among these bones, you realize they're the remains of a small, bear-like creature in a macabre heap. Amidst the bones, an inconspicuous ring rests atop the pile. Its presence almost an enigmatic addition to this cryptic scene. In the quiet of the chamber, the ring almost glimmers faintly, suggesting something mysterious lies ahead.
So it looks like there's some bones of a bear creature here. Is it sort of similar to the bear statues there?
Similar, yes.
DM.
Well,
Question.
Ray.
we have been. Have we been? Which one was the bear? Well, nah, forget it. It's not a bear. I was thinking Obolaka, but it was more like um those things they have in Australia. I don't know.
Is Obolaka a bear? I don't know. Is
No,
it?
I don't think so. Actually, I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, there's a ring in here. That's
Anything
about it.
interesting?
Bones and a ring.
All right, the ring certainly is conspicuous. You want me to check it while you other guys see? What the hell is that?
That is.
That is the bear.
Oh, very sweet.
It kind of looks like
I need to look up how the Obolaka looks in the in
yeah,
the in the
it
cheat
kind of
sheet.
looks like him actually. Yeah.
Are you suggesting this is Obolaka then?
The fuck if I know? Do you want me to identify the ring?
I mean, sure. If you want to grab it, shall I grab it?
You think this might be a dead god?
I mean, the gods
Awfully
disappeared somehow,
similar.
didn't
To be
it?
fair, we have seen crazy things, honestly. But DM, I'm confused. Is this what's inside the sarcophagus?
I don't know. Are you going?
Bones of that.
Are you going?
The bones of that.
These are the statues of the two bears that are either side of the big bronze disc. And as you look
Alright.
inside the sarcophagus, yes, the bone structure, the claws, the jaw seem to match.
They are awfully realistic, those statues.
They are, yeah, they're awfully similar too.
Would the gods not go to their own plane?
I don't know, honestly.
I actually have a
You
stupid
should
question,
ask Lunan about that.
but is Dusted? Does Dusted need help to reach the ring? Because he's shorter than Vargo is.
No, I can pick it, buddy. Don't worry.
Okay,
I
okay.
have
I'm
to
just like.
I have to touch it anyway for to identify.
Okay.
If we want
Which
to
is
be careful about removing it from the coffin, then our usual tricks might do as well.
Oh, with the mage hand, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that identify requires you to touch the item.
Oh, it's definitely on purpose.
Yeah, so I might as well take it, you know.
Okay.
Anyway, this will take 10 minutes, guys. Feel free
Let's
to
all
search the
gather
room
up in the middle.
or drink the water from the fountain. that seems safe.
All right.
Dustin's gonna pick it. Oh yeah, sorry.
As you notice, Vargo leans forward to grab the ring to begin his identifying spell or look around for somewhere clean to sit. As your fingers make contact with the mysterious ring, Vargo, a sudden disturbance stirs within the dust-laden sarcophagus.
Of course, it's cursed.
Swirling motes coalesce into a small whirlwind that takes the shape of a diminutive, feral, bear-like creature. Its ghostly form rises from the base of the sarcophagus, and with a spectral roar that almost pierces the stillness of the chamber, a voice fills just your head, Vargo. Join with me.
None of us see this happening, right?
You all see the special effects that take place within the sarcophagus. The whirlwind, the dust from the ground almost forming into this little bear-like creature, and then Vargo's hair almost gets blown back as his eyes widen. You don't hear the screaming that takes place inside of his head, but Vargo, you certainly hear, "Join with me."
To do what? Oh, guys, another voice in my head. Never, don't worry.
Yes or no?
I say no.
Okay. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw, please.
God. And you're outside Jalina's influence? No!
You stayed away. I'm sorry.
DM. Of course I fail.
Is Vargo talking to himself again?
For once, I should have picked it up.
Right.
I-
In which
I think
case,
he is.
bear with me 1 second.
Bear with me.
Bear with you.
Arr.
We have the same joke. We are far gone now.
It is past 10 o'clock. There's no going back.
Right.
I love it. All right, sure. All right, sure. Yep.
Mind filling the rest of us in?
The what?
I'm pretty sure it's on purpose.
Oh, right, we don't know. Yeah, okay.
Correct. You watch as Vargo's hair almost blows back from the wind, his eyes widen, and then he almost gives a wry little giggle and a chuckle. Vargo,
Well, that was
realize where you
something.
are now.
Yeah, that was something. Certainly. I super shift to it.
Do you continue
don't-
with your routine?
Yes, totally. Never mind, Boris. Just another voice in my head. It's just the usual at this point.
What happened?
A voice in my head asked me to join with him. I of course refused, and that was it. Now, if you mind, I would like to start a ritual. You know, it takes a while.
Can Lunan do an insight or passive insight on that?
You can roll an insight check if you want. Yeah, go ahead. Vargo, why don't you roll a d20 and add whichever modifier if you want, whether you feel like you are...
Of course.
Oh my god.
The rolls.
Roll.
I rolled a net
I don't know.
You rolled a net one.
How do you want to do this, DM?
Race to the bottom.
Vargo, I would like you to explain to Lunan what he would subtly pick up in an insight.
I mean, it's certainly a vague description. I suppose you got more than I did, regardless of what I picked. So, yeah, it's certainly a vague description, but more than any other thing, you notice that he's quick in wanting to identify the ring. I mean, quicker than usual.
He's definitely not told the whole truth. Let's say that, but he's told you the truth.
Yeah.
But he's left something out.
Oh yeah. What I said is not false. That's true.
Yeah.
Lunan is a bit suspicious, but not sure, so he keeps an eye on him.
Okay, which is fair.
And kind of stays within touching distance.
All right. So
Actually, curious question: who was carrying the Obalaka cube all along? Was it actually Vargo?
I think I removed them already from.
Okay. Never mind then.
Let's
It was just a
let me
curious
see.
thing.
Oh no! There they are. The Obolaka was me. Actually, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
was
creepy
carrying
as fuck.
Wongo and Obolaka. I was carrying.
Okay, so was it 10 minutes then?
15. I'm being extra carefully in this ritual.
Okay. In the 15 minutes then that the ritual is being cast, let's start with Dusted. What are you going to be doing?
Well, Dustin has just picked up the his torch, and he would actually like to give Lunan his mask. If it is indeed shields from monsters, it would be better suited on him than it would be on Dusted.
Maybe we should identify this one as well.
Okay.
But Luna will, while Vargo is identifying the ring, he will ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So we'll have one Detect Magic. One Identify. Yelena?
She is just looking very confused.
Okay. And Valrys?
But she will move and join everybody.
I picture Yelena
assume-
staring at Barris for 15 minutes.
Yep.
Assume Lunan kept his insight to himself.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Varus probably didn't notice anything weird then. So he's just going to wait.
Okay. And Lunan, you finish your Detect Magic spell a couple of minutes before Vargo does. Quite easily, in fact. Looking around then at the mask, it doesn't appear to give off any magic. Let me just double check on this. Yeah, the paper mache masks do not give off any magic. But as you have an 18 passive perception, you sweep the entire room. You notice that the large bronze disc between the two bears gives off an aura of divination magic. You also notice that the lid of the sarcophagus gives off alteration magic as well. And obviously the ring that Vargo has gives off divination magic. With your magic sight currently active, Lunan, from where you are, you notice the eyes on the bronze disc moving. Almost each one of them following a separate person in the room.
Yelena, someone seems to be watching us through the disc. Cover it, please.
Disc.
And I'm pointing towards the disc.
She will go over and... You wanted to stand on it or just throw something on top of it?
Throw your what's it called? Your sleeping bag or whatever.
Oh, so... yes. She'll
Like
throw her
blanket.
bedroll.
That's the word I was looking
She'll
for.
lay it out on top.
So you're almost going to blanket it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then she'll pat it and say, "It is all okay now."
Vargo.
Ooh, all right. So, the effect of this particular ringy here is very similar to the one on our cloaks. It just gives a little bit of extra protection. Do you guys mind if I keep it? I could use it, just lost my armor and everything.
Are you sure that's all it does?
Yep.
Insight
Totally.
again.
It's the only thing. It's the only thing it does.
Luna does not trust him.
I mean, divination, magic, and protection. Okay.
Yeah.
It's truth, actually.
Here's 100% true, yeah.
That does not make sense. It has divination.
I know it. I know that it's confusing, but it's true.
That it does nothing apart from protection.
Yes.
Okay. Lunan will heal you if you allow me to.
I don't know what heal means. What?
I will cast.
What is that?
I will cast. What's it called?
Oh, the remove curse.
Cure
wounds? Heal you. Heal. Okay, sure.
And at the same time, I tried to remove a magical effect on you.
What?
Okay.
Through my feature to see.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Try to use it to feel if there's something affecting him. His
It's
judgment.
Yeah.
It's a free dispel magic. I love it.
Yeah. Spellbreaker.
Let me see.
I will send her log. So it probably will not do anything. I healed with the first level spell. But I will also try to use it as a type of probing tool if you allow me to. To see if there could be something. So
Do you know what the funny thing is?
No.
You take away my mage armor.
Oh yeah, no.
So I noticed that you did this, and hey, that was not very nice.
That's the only spell you detect if you cast a level 1 spell. Yeah, so you can remove the mage armor if you want.
Oh, if he wants.
Yeah, it says
it's
here
only
of
that
your
I choose. I choose it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of trying to use it for something.
The only thing you feel is the mage armor then?
You do not detect any other magical effect on him.
Yeah. Since that was kind of improvisation. I am satisfied for now.
Do you remove the mage armor?
No.
Please
why would
don't.
Okay, so and did you with your inside check as well? Cool. Yeah, so the ring itself, he's telling the truth. You touch him, heal him. He's not under the influence of any spell. It's only the effect of the mage armor that you can detect.
Yeah. Luna
Do you guys fancy a short rest? I could use it actually.
Yes, I agree.
What? Right now, we've only really just gotten started. We should
Yeah.
find our little wall crawler friend.
You don't understand. If it's not a physical rest, it's more of a magical replenishment.
If we're gonna rest, we should take a long one, Lunan says, looking up. Isn't it night?
I don't
I
know.
suppose it is. There is a nice serene room up
Oh,
there with the fountain. It's quite peaceful
Yes.
there.
He said there was moonlight.
Yes.
It's
has-
right. It might.
It is
Hmm.
currently 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we
Sun
should
will
totally
be
rest.
rising in an hour and a half time.
And I don't want us rest in this room, considering
Right.
what's going on with that shield.
You know what? Actually, I feel safer in a room that we already cleared.
That fountain didn't look too dangerous either, to be fair.
I think this might be the safest.
I think most things in this place don't look dangerous, and then they suddenly do.
That kid in that weird face looked pretty bad.
I suppose.
Skeletons looked pretty dangerous.
Only when they started moving.
I mean, they were already
Way.
looking pretty badly. Are we sure they won't get up again?
I don't know. I didn't. We apparently have maybe the corpse of a god in this tomb. Maybe they will get back up. Oh, could they
To be
get
fair,
back up because there is a god's corpse in here? Aren't they supposed to be powerful?
Wouldn't really know.
That's-
We could burn them all, I suppose.
If this is Obalaka, let me just check my notes for Obalaka's shrine.
He hates Ijin.
Yeah, that much I remember.
What is his?
Teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light, is what his
Oh.
shrine said.
Maybe we should go to the. There was moonlight in the room where the pool was, right?
Nope.
Oh, it was a different room.
The
I
moonlight
can't
is
see
in
it.
the room that you're in at the moment, but it's
Ah,
small rays of moonlight, which are slowly
Where?
fading.
where are they?
You'll be able to see on the floor of the room if you turn off your auras.
Ah, there.
They're the lighter spots on the ground.
In a way, I feel like, considering what we saw in the coffin, I don't know if I'd be too comfortable staying here for the next 8 or so hours.
We are definitely visible here. If that shield can see us, as Lunan suggests, even
Was
if
it a shield?
or a disc, yeah, whatever.
Hmm.
A big, smooth surface, basically.
There is
Actually,
that, yes.
what is this? Is this a door, by the way?
That was the window
Oh, the window.
in the other room, yeah.
Yeah, that's the crystal archway window.
So, I mean, you were supposed to see in here, but you were not supposed to go in here, I guess.
The end.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I should ask you guys first. Are you okay with resting then? Or do you guys want to continue?
I'd be okay with resting, I'm just not sure if I'd want to stay in this room.
Not
Is
in
it
this
something
room.
that... Alright, then to the fountain one then.
I would just say here.
What
Alright.
if? But there is the shield man in there.
I'll take the shield man that we already dealt with over whatever this disc is.
I wonder if they're supposed to do something in here, or if this is just something that lich put in to mess with people.
I mean, it's a tomb with 6 guardians and supposedly one of the spirit tricksters, or the trickster spirits.
Oh yeah, that was definitely Wonko, yeah.
Not was it Wongo? Sorry, I thought we were talking about Obalaka, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, Obolaka, yeah. It was definitely him. Which actually makes me wonder, are we supposed to meet all the gods here? Are they trapped? Is that as Serag or trapping the gods in these things? And I removed the thingy that Jarlena put over the...
Or the bed they roll.
You pull off
Wouldn't he have more better things to do than just watch empty tombs all the time?
Maybe he has loads of little mirrors. Like a big wall of
Oh my god,
monitoring people. He has a CCTV room for all his tombs.
I'm going to assume that this is what's happening and say, oh my god, this is a little bit humiliating, isn't it? I say, looking at supposedly Obolaka in the disc.
Does anybody have the capabilities of dispelling still?
I do.
I don't. Go ahead.
But do we want to dispel it?
Don't want that thing watching us.
Don't you feel sorry
Mhm.
looking at him?
I don't want to stay in here, in general.
Oh, okay.
But looking at it, does it say anything, the disc?
It does
Well.
not, no. It is just covered with eyes.
The eyes move.
They
When you say cover with eyes, so sorry, is there not an image of Obolaka in the disc? They're just eyes.
correct.
Only
Oh,
the
my
two
bad.
statues that hold him look like Obalaka.
The statues
Thank you.
are of Obalaka, and in between the two
Mhm.
statues is a big bronze disc. The disc weighs about 250 pounds, and it is a large object. I would probably say it is around circular, bigger than a shield. It's massive, and on its surface there are 15 or 20 eyeballs.
Yeah, that's as creepy. I cover that.
Lunan is thinking back on if he's heard anything in his religion classes about anything like this.
Roll a religion check for me.
So I understood you all bad. Sorry. Yes, let's get out of this creepy room as soon as possible. I thought it was Sobolaka on the disc. Sorry.
No.
No. It's creepy eyeballs.
Yeah, fuck that. Let's get out.
Without eyelids. Yay.
Lunan, with a dirty 20, while you're all staring at this, you notice the eyeballs are watching you. Each of them look at the party members. They're moving. Lunan, you don't recall anything in religion-wise about this, but what you do recall, given your arcane clerical background, is that some of these were used for clairvoyance. These sorts of discs are,
In essence, spying or like
scrying, basically.
communication.
Correct, yes.
I think there's someone who wants to know what's going on in here and keep track of it. I actually tried to dispel it.
You're gonna cast Dispel Magic on it, are you?
Yes. I will do it at 4th level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your spell attack for me. You can add 4 because you're also using a 4th level slot.
Oh, horrible.
That's a 14, basically.
Yeah.
You cast Dispel Magic on it. You would still have Detect Magic active.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yep, because you haven't been talking for more than 10 minutes at least anyway. And you notice the magic flickers, dims, almost goes out immediately, but there is still just a tiny little flicker in the center. It's inactive and dormant, but you haven't got rid of any of the magic on it.
I think it's gone-ish for now, but I still don't trust that it will stay gone. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, please.
Good idea.
That's just creepy.
Alright, where to?
I think the room with the fountain is less creepy.
But it's gonna be trickier to set up the dome in there.
No, actually, I think it's perfect size.
If we
Literally.
want the fountain inside, yes.
I'm not drinking for. Oh, in case something comes out. I don't know. That's actually a good question.
Lunan, does he feel anything magical from the fountain?
The fountain waters themselves are... Let me see. Yes. In fact, the entire fountain and the water itself radiates transmutation magic.
Yeah, there's something going on here. It's some transformative stuff.
Oh boy, transmutation, of course. Just aside, a part of me really wants someone to drink that water. It might be a blessing. I don't know. I highly doubt it.
Just a sip and you will be on an LSD trip. It's transformative, trust me.
Of course, of course. Yeah.
Here we go.
This is
Dusted, you wanna try?
this is
Check
no,
me.
please don't. No. All jokes aside, let's get out of this place as soon as possible. It's not safe.
Your desire for finding a place to sleep is clearly weighing you down.
If we sleep in this room, I'm seriously concerned that the shield regains its magic all of a sudden. Let's try to get another place. Oh boy.
We still have to
Probably
find that
stay in the
little
hallway.
We have to find that little skeleton that rushes away all the time as well.
My god, this place is horrible for sleeping. Our other option is the big mouth, the big black mouth.
You want to crawl into the big back mouth to sleep.
No, I say that it's the only other place that we know currently, and it's also
We
awful.
could legitimately just stay here in the hallway as well.
That's sad.
So
It's so-
sleeping in a room with a gaping mouth.
But it's also the safest option. Actually, I approve. Let's do that.
But we will not fit in here.
Why not? There you go. It's horrible. Dehumanization. Dehumanization.
Are you planning to sleep standing?
Like, I don't know.
I mean, I would just.
Me and Jarlena will be fine. We sit and meditate, but you guys usually lie down.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'm just 5 feet long after all, so I can almost lie, stretched out
Be
here.
like that, you know?
But you're still more than 5 feet tall.
Ah. I know. If I move next to Dusted, I'm slightly bigger than 5 feet, and he's slightly smaller or something. Actually, that's not the case. And if we do
No,
the dome,
it's
I have
not.
to stay. I have
It
to stay
won't
in
work.
if we do the dome, I have to stay in the middle.
Just lean against the wall and, you know.
Yeah. I honestly, I have no worse in real life.
Have serious crick in the neck when you wake up. Yeah.
I don't think you've done worse than the hallway of a lich's
trust me,
murder
trust-
dungeon.
Oh no, not a lich, no. But a hallway, yeah, I've done.
Fair enough.
So yeah, let's do this. DM, I will take 10 minutes to do the dome here.
But if you're having a long rest, anyway, or is this just a short rest?
No.
Oh,
Let's sleep. It's night. We have to sleep.
Right. What is the size of your dome? It is...
15. No, sorry, 10 around me. So it covers just past Jorlena and Lunans.
So it's going to basically sit something like that.
Yeah, exactly like that. Actually, I remember that token.
Let's find out. I want to see if you actually need the open space or if you can cast it in a confined area.
Actually, it might be a good place to leave it for tonight. Lunan has to go.
But so we can figure this night out first. But yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. My
Maybe
God,
we do just go in the room with the man that is attracts metal. There is not many other places for us.
South and 10 foot.
I'm short. I think there is a spell that gives you a place to sleep in a demiplane. I'm going to learn it. Just
There
for
is
this kind of
the
occasions.
Magic Mansion, like 5th level spell, I think.
Is 5th? Then yeah, I'm gonna pick it.
It's 5th or 6th, yeah, it's high level, I know.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to? Yeah, sorry. Let me see.
Magnificent mansion.
It says a 10
Leomon's
foot
tiny
radius
hat.
mobile dome of
It's
force
7.
springs into existence around you and above you and remains stationary for the duration. The spell ends if you leave its area. 9 creatures can fit inside the dome with you.
Oof! 7th level, okay.
The spell fails if its area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast the spell, can move through it freely. It doesn't say that it needs to be cast with enough space to be around it.
No, in the past, I have cast this spell just with a wall behind me, so it shouldn't mind. It shouldn't mind the lack of space if that's what you're concerned about. We are like cockroaches at the moment.
I'm just imagining someone in the room next to us seeing a dome appearing, being confused.
Actually, I will make it completely opaque, so nobody can see inside.
Okay, so that's
How
the
high is the ceiling in this place?
8 foot.
Oh, well,
completely
that's
just blocking anything out.
Yep.
It's a clog.
Yeah.
I'm
is-
sorry for the other party of adventurers that came before us.
Yeah.
This
Or
is
after
how
us.
we trap the skeleton with the triangle on its head.
Exactly.
It only takes 10 minutes, you know?
Well, then you have to time it.
Can we take the extra hour just so Vargo can learn Mage Armor?
Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna let it be cast as per normal. There's nothing that says it can't be done through walls or anything, so I assume you just cannot access the entire dome because you've got a wall sitting in the middle of it, so it'll be cast where it is, providing all of you bunch up together. You should be able to get your rest.
I love how you are so iffy about it. Understandable.
There are a couple of things, you see, that will affect it. Now, what I need you to do is roll an Arcana check for me as you begin casting this particular spell.
That will be a roll, 18.
Okay. Right. As you begin casting the spell, Vargo, the walls almost appear to close in around you. It becomes increasingly difficult to cast the spell. What you can feel normally when you cast the spell out in the jungles was almost as a person running free across a beach. Whereas when you cast the spell within the confines of the tomb, it's like wading through a swamp.
Oh boy.
The walls themselves almost seem to resonate with the spell magic. There is something that wants to prevent you from casting.
Of course, this place is rest proof. Fuck it.
But at the end of your 10 minutes, it springs into existence. Not as perfectly transparent as you want it to be, but nonetheless, it still works.
There you go. Fuck you, Serac, or whoever it's doing this. Alright.
Really is cramped in here.
It is. And it's going to get worse. Give me just an hour as Vargo proceeds to pull out the spellbook of the Red Wizard. And take an hour to learn Mage Armor. You can consider this first watch. It's on me.
So, Leomund's tiny hut lasts for 8 hours only.
So if something attacks us in the last hour of the rest, then that's my fault, guys. That's on me.
You also need exactly 8 hours for a long rest, so you won't be able to take an hour to do anything else. Are you?
No, I mean, it's only that the last hour of the long rest we will not have protection. If something decides to attack us.
I think the rules are...
Hours. So so for 1 hour you will not have the Leomund's Dome, is what you're saying to me, is that right?
Yeah, the last one in particular.
Okay.
But also I do believe you're only needed to sleep like 6 hours, and you can do light activity like transferring or doing guard watch for 2 of them in the rules, but that's up to how you wanna rule it.
Our rules for resting are slightly different. You need a full 8 hours.
I feel like you're right. Otherwise, watches will not make sense. But
no, but he has other rules than it makes sense.
Okay. But I doubt that, honestly, that the process of learning a new spell is like... Yeah.
But in that case, Luna will stay awake with you for the first 4 hours, and then I guess Charlena the next 4 hours, and then we can wake Dusted and Ray to Velaris to be awake the last hour.
I like that name, Valaris. It's Targaryen, almost.
Yeah.
Okay, then I need Lunan and Yelena to roll perception checks for their watch. Lunan, are you watcher? You said you're taking first watch, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
If I can. Oh, nice.
Okay, so both of you quite
Must have
good.
two.
Yelena, well, let's start with Lunan. Lunan, from where you are, during your watch at 2 intervals, almost broken apart within an hour of your first watch and then 2 hours later, a dark, shadowy figure about the height of a dwarf comes walking up the staircase, stops, peers around both corners, and begins walking down around the balcony. 2 hours later, it returns. At the same time, the ceiling skeleton, with that perception roll, you can hear him walking across the ceiling, stopping, chittering, making sounds, and then turns around and runs back to his hidey hole. You turn around after Yelena finishes her rest, and you begin to meditate as Yelena, almost within the first hour of your watch, the skeleton comes out of his hidey hole, scampers across the ceiling, down towards you, stops maybe within 10 feet, turns around, walks back, and for the next hour you watch as it walks up and down both corridors on the ceiling.
If it comes close again within like the last 30 minutes of her watch, she might try and get its attention, but she won't do it beforehand. She'll restrain herself.
With your, I assume there's no light sources, so with your dark vision, you barely manage to see the 2 corridors. But within the last hour of your watch, you don't see the skeleton. But what you do see coming around the corner, I'm going to...
Oh no.
around this corner here, is a dark, cloaked, shadowy figure that comes around the corner, walks up to there, hangs around for a good 10 or 15 minutes.
Where does it walk up to, sorry? The arrow. Oh.
Up to there, and then back down around the corner. And disappears.
Oh, I want to double check something, because if I... Oh my god. Distance. Where is it?
The rest
60.
of your 8 hours.
Oh, when she sees the figure,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes a little bit close and stands, there is only one point where she'll be able to do it. When it stands here, she's gonna use Divine Sense.
Okay. As you reach out with your Divine Sense, you pick up a strong presence of undead. And,
In front or in another direction?
well,
Oh no.
what is the radius of your Divine Sense?
It's 60 foot, but it does get blocked by there's nothing to do until the end of the next turn. Says anything affect how it's about anything that is not behind total cover.
Anything that is not behind total cover, so
Hey,
it doesn't
I
stretch
can't
through.
post it to the game log.
Doesn't stretch through walls, does it?
No, that's why I figured that she'll use it when he's standing like Wait, does the dome count as a wall?
No, I don't know actually. Let
Does
the
it count as
DM decide
cover?
that.
I think it
Ah.
didn't. There was something about spells being able to. I mean, I'm gonna let Divine Sense isn't really a spell. It's like a feeling that you're sending out. Let me just have a look. See. Yeah, you open your awareness to detect forces. Okay, so then indeed the creature in front of you is definitely undead.
Okay. And it doesn't like I know she probably can't see a lot with like it being super dark and everything, but does it walk differently to how like the other undead they've seen, like the skeletons and the zombies and the wights and everything? Does it walk more like a, I don't know, a person?
It is almost identical to a wight. I say almost.
Okay, so it has like a bit of a hobble.
A little bit of a hobble and a slow draw, but it doesn't come across as rotted, decayed.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think. Yes. Okay. Interesting. She'll mention it to the others when they wake up. That like she spotted someone and they're definitely undead. Kind of walk like the people they killed in not the people the undead they killed in the burial room, and that's where he came from.
Very similar. And as soon as it disappears, seeing as you're the closest, with a perception check of 21, you almost feel and hear like an electrical hum, like someone flips a switch.
Oh no! The thing's been turned back on. I bet it was the stupid lich coming in and resetting his traps or something. Oh no. Okay. She'll mention that to the others as well when they all wake up.
Alright. 8 hours pass. Leomund's hut winks out of existence as all 5 of you find yourselves naked, without any protection in the middle of the corridor.
Wait, what? Okay.
No protection, but still clothed. Naked as in no protection. Just to be clear.
Not again.
It is about 11:30 in the morning, just before lunchtime. Not that the time matters whilst you're underground, but nonetheless, that is where we will pick up on our next.
I feel so much better after the long rest, honestly.
Which means everyone is back onto full spells and full HP.
I've had a moment before resting to fill up my ring of spell storing.
Oh, I need to change some of my spells.
Or is it too late?
Before or after? Oh, you see, I will allow it this time.
Thought of it while we were resting, and I keep forgetting that I have it.
Yeah, try and remember.
Shame on you, Barris. Shame on you.
And that
it's a good item.
Lunan as well. I think Lunan, you and I, we discussed that item, didn't we?
Ooh, what's that? Oh, Axel, you're muted.
I think he's fallen asleep at a keyboard.
It's probably, yeah.
I'm here, I'm just coughing, so I'm turning off my sound.
Oh my god,
Fair enough.
buddy.
I
hope
have
you-
the beads, the prayer beads. They are now acting like spell storing for particular spells.
Awesome.
So if we wanna use one bead, we can reactivate it by casting that same spell into it. One level higher, I believe.
Correct. Yeah, you use 1 extra spell slot above.
That's awesome.
How do I recharge my cape?
Cape
I
has
think you just
recharged.
need.
It recharges at dawn. It literally recharged within an hour of you resting.
Yeah, but I'm more thinking in terms of the
D&D
website.
Beyond. Yeah.
Yeah.
The what?
How do I D&D Beyond? Oh, I got it. There we go. I just have to go to the actual item and
You can mark it.
yeah. I've got it.